This is the Lancer Locker Show on KYNT. Now, let's talk some Mount Marty University athletics with the coaches, as well as your host and the voice of Mount Marty University athletics, Tehl Tanner.
Another Monday, another edition of the Lancer Locker. My name is Tehl Tanner. I'm excited to be back in the booth for this one. It was a great couple of games for the Mount Marty Lancers in the last couple of times out for both the men's and women's basketball programs. First off, as we talk about our weekend review, the Lancers played Concordia University in 2 games Wednesday night in GPAC basketball. The Lancers women did fall in that ball game 85-62. However, the men's program did pick up their first win of the new year in the only game that has been played in 2023, defeating Concordia at home, a final score 89-64. We're speaking with Coach Othier about that game and the upcoming schedule, along with some pretty cool things that they did over the weekend. They ended up having a really special team bonding type of event that sounded really cool, and I'm looking forward to speaking with Coach Othier about that. Also, we're talking with Coach Bertram about the last game for the Mount Marty women. Ended up being a win over the College of St. Mary on Saturday, 72-60. Final score of that one. A little later in the week, Mount Marty track and field returns. It's the Mount Marty opener here in town on Saturday, both men's and women's indoor track and field for the Lancers. I'm looking forward to that one. This is the Lancer Locker on KYNT. That's what we're talking about today. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. When we return, we're getting straight into it. I don't have a lot of time to talk today because there's just so much to talk about a little later. This is KYNT, the Lancer Locker, back in a couple minutes with Coach Bertram as we talk about the Lancer women's basketball team.
We were founded on innovation and a passion to help our customers. This is Glenn Zupfer at Aztec in Yankton. We also want our employees to thrive and succeed every day. Our core values are more than something we list on a wall. We live them every day. We have openings in a variety of departments, sign-on bonuses up to $2,000, immediate benefits like retirement savings, paid holidays, bonus earnings, tuition reimbursement, and more. Build your career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Stop by for a walk-in interview or click on careers at aztecindustries.com.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
Carbless handcrafted premium cocktails are a ready-to-drink vodka and tequila-based cocktail with no carbs, no sugar, gluten-free, and only 100 calories. It's guaranteed to be bursting with flavor in every sip. The Carbless Mix Pack is sure to please any crowd with a compilation of all the best-selling ready-to-drink cocktails, including sweet, citrus, and a twist of tequila flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and margarita. Grab some today. Carbless cocktails. Less is more.
Support a local business that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts for Yankton's largest employers, Triple Time Rudy's. At Triple Time Rudy's, you get that local friendly feel and also a unique offering of products. You'll find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers, plus quality fuel products too. Conveniently located at 17th and Broadway for your daily fill-ups and convenience needs. Pull in to Triple Time Rudy's today.
Quit smoking, and in just 20 minutes, your blood pressure returns to normal. In 12 hours, carbon monoxide levels in your blood drop. In 48 hours, your sense of smell and taste improve. Within 2 weeks, your lungs work better. You heal faster. 9 months means more energy, fewer illnesses. And in 5 years, your risk of heart attack is half of what it is now. Take a deep breath. You can do this. Call the Quit line at 866-SDQUITS.
Well, back on the Lancer Locker, let's go ahead and turn our attention to Mount Marty women's basketball here on KYNT. The Lancers 5-12 overall, now 2-9 in conference after a big win on Saturday over the College of St. Mary. Final score of that one, 72-60. For the Lancers, it was Kayla Martinez leading in scoring, 21 total points for the freshman out of Sioux Falls, 4 of 7 from downtown, and perfect from the stripe, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Martinez with a career high in points, leading the Lancers to victory. Unfortunately, the victory kind of marred by a bit of an injury. Maria Parsley went down near the end of the third quarter with what appeared to be a leg injury, and we got some comments from Coach Bertram post-game, as well as talking about the win as a whole and the upcoming schedule for the Lancers. Let's go ahead and play that interview with Coach Bertram from Saturday and the update that we got on Maria Parsley.
Coach Bertram, first off, congrats on the win, but I think first things first, can we get an update on Maria Parsley?
Yeah, preliminary thoughts from the athletic trainer is potential ACL. So we'll get her in and get an MRI completed and hopefully hope for the best news. But just an awkward play, and a lot of times that's what it is when you deal with the knee. And body going one way, and she went to plant, and you can most definitely see the inversion of the knee. So hoping for the best, but it always sucks when a kid has an injury like that, so thanks for asking.
Yeah, it was tough seeing it right here, down right in front of us. Your players certainly seemed to react pretty strongly to that. You had a 14-point lead when that happened. A few minutes later, lead was down to 3. Seemed to struggle getting back in the game a little bit.
Yeah, and then, the game is such a momentum situation, and then, not only does it kill the momentum because of the long stoppage in play, but also, a very important piece of your team and somebody that, everybody cares about is you just went through a major injury. And so, trying to get the kids redirected mentally, and hats off to St. Mary's, they took advantage of that too and got themselves back in the basketball game. But, again, at the end, I thought the last half, the fourth quarter, once we kind of settled down and we got where we needed to be at, the kids stepped up. And how about Kayla Martinez? A couple big-time threes and big moments for us in the fourth quarter when we really needed it, and that kind of solidified everything for us.
I want to talk about Martinez in a moment as we talk about these final couple of minutes. 3 minutes left in the ball game. It's a 3-point game. You go on an 11-2 run to seal it at the end there, large part due to Kayla Martinez. Career high tonight of 21 points. First time she's hit the 20-point mark in her career. I don't think it'll be the last.
No, I don't either. And for her, it's just about confidence. You watch her playing. We just got done telling her there was a couple times in the fourth quarter she took some ill-advised shots, but what you loved about it was she was willing to do that. And, you got to live with some of the goods and the bads, but, man, that girl, she loves big moments. And for a freshman to really continually big-time moment, she wanted the ball in her hands, number one, Tehl, and she wanted to be able to make plays. And so a very special young lady for us, and Lancer fans are going to enjoy the next 3.5 years with this young lady.
Well, let's talk about the first career start now, Sydney Thuy. First career, she ended up with 13 points in the ball game, 4 rebounds, couple of assists, stealing a block in there. Not bad for the first career start.
And Tehl, this is the third game in 4 games that she's double figures now scoring-wise for us. And I thought the first quarter especially, a little bit of nerves. She didn't attack the post quite as well as that is what we're used to. And the big girl got a couple blocks. But, man, she came out in the second half and just was who we've seen the last few games. And that was a big part of us being able to extend that lead, was Sydney in the third quarter really did a great job and scored internally for us, and we were able to get that thing to double digits. And so hats off to her. Again, another freshman we're talking about right now.
Yeah, your top 3 leading scorers, freshman, sophomore.
Yep,
That's got to be nice.
It is. It's awesome. And we talk about all the time, our girls are just they're gutting it out and they're putting a lot of time in every single day. But I want to say this too, though. A big part of that, Tehl, is our upperclassmen, our seniors, accepting that. Like, it would be really easy for them to be upset because a freshman's taking minutes from them or a freshman's getting a start in front of them. And they haven't done that. They've bought in. A girl like Kiki, who started the first 11 games of the season, is now coming off the bench, and she's fully accepted that role and wanting to help this team be successful. And so it's not just about those kids who are making the plays, but it's those kids who are fully bought in and really want what's best for this program, and that's what makes it special right now.
That's a special thing for sure, Coach. Let's talk about the road ahead in the future, your next game out, Northwestern at home next Wednesday. What can you tell me about the Red Raiders?
Well, I think other than Dort, I personally think they're the second best team in our conference, and, they're just so deep. A lot of size, obviously. Coach does a great job with what she does defensively, but they're long, they're aggressive, they're athletic. 5-6 girls who can all score. So it's a very tough matchup for us. I love that we're playing their first time against Northwestern at home. we just play better at simple. And so, and I know coming off of tonight, and especially the last 2 games, Tehl, I thought we played really good against Concordia, and then we played pretty solid tonight. We should have a lot of confidence going into Wednesday.
Well, Coach Bertram, thank you very much for your time. Good luck in the games to come.
And again, thank you. Thanks for making the trip with us all the way down here to Omaha to cover for Lancer fans. We appreciate it, buddy.
Well, thanks to Coach Bertram for talking to me on Saturday. Once again, when it comes to Maria Parsley, it looks like she's going to get some MRIs and figure out what's going on from there. Right at the moment, we don't have an update for you. Hopefully, we'll have one soon. I will speak with Coach Bertram about it pregame Wednesday before the matchup with Northwestern. Hopefully, we'll have something there. This is KYNT, the Lancer Locker, Lancer women's basketball versus Northwestern once again, Wednesday evening. We will have coverage of that matchup. Let's go ahead and take a break here on the Lancer Locker. When we return, we'll flip the script over to men's basketball. This is KYNT.
Bring the crew to Pete's Ranch in Yankton. This is Annie, and we have legendary pizza and chicken just waiting for you on our buffet. Let us know what you're craving, and we'll make it fresh and bring you the first slice. Or let us deliver right to your front door. Your locally owned Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway, 665-1222.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to the Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
United Way of Greater Yankton changes lives and improves our community by mobilizing people and resources to drive strategic impact in education, financial stability, and health of every person in the Greater Yankton community. United Way uplifts individuals and families every day with measurable programs that deliver long-term results. Make your gift United Way's Community Impact Fund, supporting over 65 local programs at yanktonunitedway.org/give or text Yankton to 41444.
Beef, pork, seafood, poultry, and more. All at the Meat Lodge in Yankton. Get top quality meats at great prices. They have specialty items like lamb, brisket, mahi-mahi, crab legs, and lobster. They even have non-meat options like Dimmick cheese, pickled items, seasonings, and sauces. For your convenience, you can call and order curbside pickup or order online at meatlodge.com. The Meat Lodge in Yankton, on the way to the lake on Highway 52.
Have you heard the news? Board-certified pulmonologist Dr. Scott Helberg has joined Yankton Medical Clinic, bringing his expertise in lung conditions to help our communities. Plus, he sees patients as young as 12 years old. When you're ready to breathe easy, rest easy. Call 605-665-1082 to make your appointment with Dr. Helberg. At Yankton Medical Clinic PC, Dr. Helberg is just one more way in which they provide so much care so close to home.
Buying or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you may make in your lifetime. I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm ready to help guide you with professional advice from before the listing until after the close. Not only will you get real estate knowledge, but also we provide moving boxes and an enclosed courtesy trailer to help make the move just a little easier. Call me today at 664-5555.
All right, back in the Lancer Locker. My name is Tehl Tanner. Let's go ahead and turn our attention to men's basketball at Mount Marty University. The Lancers 7-11 overall, 3-7 in conference. Last time out, picking up a huge win. First game of the new year over Concordia University, 89-64. Final score of that ball game. In the game, it was a couple of Lancer players that had really good performances. Tashlin Day ended up with 26. Lincoln Georgry ended up with 20. Cole Bowen, nearly a triple-double, ended up with 10 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds. Nearly a triple-double for that man there. So it was a very good performance for the Lancers, beating Concordia 89-64. Let's go ahead and talk with the head coach of the Mount Marty Lancers and some of the extra things that they do to keep this team close and some of the things they did over the weekend. I spoke with Coach Othier earlier today. Well, Coach Othier, it's time for the Lancer Locker. First time this year, I say, in 2023, that we get to sit and talk Lancer basketball. It's been a little bit since you've been in the booth over the couple weeks because I was on vacation, then there was the new year, and then everything just kind of happened. You were down in Florida for a while. It's been a minute, man. How you been?
It's been a while since seeing you in station.
Yeah.
obviously seeing you at the games, but it's good to be back in here, and obviously love Lancer Locker and all that you guys do in the production of it. I think is a big benefit, and so looking forward to starting this new year and keep it rolling.
You've had a pretty good start to the new year with that win over Concordia last Wednesday evening. A lot went into that win as a program. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, I mean, it was, we've actually played well 5 of our last 6 halves. I thought both halves against Fort Lauderdale down in Florida, we played well. We played well the second half against Dorton. I thought both halves against Concordia, we played well. Unfortunately, that one half that we didn't play well, we were pretty atrocious. But we've been playing better basketball as of late, and a lot of that credit is to our guys. It was a little bit challenging going into Concordia. Link got sick, missed our Dork game. Obviously, he came and played very, very well, was basically cleared for practice about a day before. Probably could have gone 2 days before, but wanted to be safe with it. He played very, very well. And then collectively, just as a program, guys stepped up. We've done a lot of conversations as a group, self-reflection, myself as a coach, our staff, but also as players in terms of what we need to do and being able to carry things through. And I credit our guys for having the growth, being able to do that.
Coach Othyer, one of the things that seems the biggest about this program this year is the way the guys are around each other. They almost seem closer than we've seen in years past. They seem like they're really becoming a bit of a family on the court. Yeah, they've done a good job of investing and buying into that. Even guys that are off campus or in between classes, they're staying on campus and going and hanging out with guys. They do spend time together off the floor. To be honest with you, studying, doing homework. Guys that are in classes together and prepping for tests and leading study sessions, which always help. They play video games in the locker room, which is awesome. And it's basically you guys have had to check their ego at the door for our program and be kind of humbled and open themselves up. And when you open yourselves up, it allows you to become close, and it's necessary for our program to be able to grow. Some of those things that help keep a program close are one of the things you did over the weekend. You had a 2K tournament, I believe, at your house. You just had all of these people come in playing NBA 2K in a tournament style. How many people were in your house that day? 16. We had 16 players. Coach JJ sacrificed and volunteered to be out on the road recruiting. We had another guy that was, family is important to us. He's got a family member that comes to every single one of his games. I believe it was a cousin of his that played on Friday and asked if he could go to that game and kind of return the favor. So that was Tristan, and excuse Tristan for that. I think that's really, really important to be able to do that. When you can return the favor of doing that is huge. First and foremost, bless my wife for allowing me to completely take over the downstairs of our house. I have a lot of TVs in my house. I love having background noise on in multiple games, but we kind of rearranged the room a little bit. Had 4 TVs in different areas with 2 chairs in front of each TV, 4 consoles, and then plenty of seating area for guys around to be able to watch. And my wife sat upstairs, and while parenting our daughter, who was a little feisty that day, but that's okay. She had a little FOMO. She had a fear of missing out. She wanted to be down with us, and so we brought her down often with the guys, and she was watching and hanging out with everybody. My wife cooked food up for everybody, and we played and had the guys over for more than a couple hours, and they enjoyed it. They bought into it. They trash talk, which is definitely necessary. But I thought it was a good experience for everybody involved. That sounds like a lot of fun. And you were even a part of it, too. You told me Wednesday after the game that you didn't expect much of yourself because you're not a video game man, but you got a dub in there. 17 years ago, I think, was the last time I actually played a video game. It was not Xbox either. I have no idea the buttons on Xbox. I had a quick tutorial. Dylan Gross kind of gave me a tutorial for about 20 minutes before the guys got there. I played a practice round against computer. I got smacked by about 40 points. It was not very enjoyable at all. But yeah, we set it up. We basically had the top 8 teams in the East and the West for the NBA standings. We drew names out of a hat, and we basically bracketed out from there, so that way people couldn't pick their team. It was all random, and your matchups were random. And I got drawn against DG our first game, and he showed me why he's a video gamer and why I'm not. But that did allow for a nice little second round matchup against a Nook, where I think his pride took a little bit of a hit. I don't think the guys were very happy. I kept hearing you lost to coach. I took that a little personal, but you could just say you lost, but that's okay. But it was fun. I got humbled real quick by Cade the next round by about 22, and deservedly so. But got a couple guys that are really, really good at that stuff. And Micah Johnson is really good. Will Turner was really, really good. And it was fun to be able to watch those guys play and be enamored by all the things that you can do with video games these days and how realistic it is. The games have changed in
compared to like little icons when I used to play. So it was fun. It was awesome. It's something we've always wanted to do. Me and Coach JJ have talked about that. Glad we could kind of do our first annual one, and something that we plan on doing every year.
And congrats to Micah for winning the first time.
Micah won it. It does kind of start getting down to the end where you're playing and have to wait for somebody. And Micah and Will were the two best, and we just had them play. And the second game, I think it might have even gone into overtime. And Micah pulled away by about 8 points in overtime, but it was a great showing by Will, kind of making him sweat and work for it a little bit. So entertaining, but Micah was clearly the champ and very, very good at it.
That sounds like a great weekend. Really brings the guys closer together as you have a weekend off for the first time. I guess you had one for the holiday break, but that's the holiday break. That's normal. You had a weekend off this time, and now you prepare for Northwestern College, another one of the better teams in the GPAC. Unfortunately, a team that lost one of their star players in Van Kalsbeek right at the beginning of conference play, but they've been able to play pretty well despite it. So far on the season, Northwestern starting off 12-4 overall, 5-3 in conference, but you get them at home. Let's talk about this matchup with the Red Raiders.
Yeah, they don't miss a beat. I mean, Alex is really, really good. Don't get me wrong, but Corver is one of the best coaches in the country. They haven't missed a beat, and he kind of found a way to get them playing a Brandon style. And don't get us wrong. I mean, we had the video games on, but again, my wife has blessed me with a lot of TVs. We had that Northwestern game against Jamestown on one of those side TVs, and we actually even had the Yankton game on TV on the other one as well. So. Our guys were watching that stuff. They see that they beat Jamestown at home. I mean, Northwestern's really good. Corver can coach with the best of them. They run really good actions. They're hard to prepare and they're hard to scout because of it. Dylan Carlson, I don't think, if I remember right, did not even play against the Jamestown, which is their leading scorer. So they won without him. He did play on Saturday when they beat Hastings. So. Their depth. They have depth. They're a talented team. They shoot it. They can score inside and out. And it's gonna be a great matchup for us at home on Wednesday.
With Van Kalsbeek included, they have 6 different players in double-figure averages in points. This is a team that can really score the basketball. How are you preparing for them defensively?
Yeah, we're gonna be who we are. We can't get all fancy and gimmicky. I like our guys playing hard. We've really tried to simplify things as of late. Know who we are, being able to play hard, let our guys play free. With the freedom to be able to make plays and make reads out of it. And obviously, you try to score. They run so many sets and so many plays. I mean, if you remember last year, we were up 18 and after half. And in the second half, they just went to all their counters. And you can't prepare for 24 plays. I mean, it's not possible. And so you do the best that you can. You have principles in terms of how you guard stuff, and you got to really, really be disciplined against a team like this. Otherwise, it can get away really quick because they have so many sets and so many counters. So our discipline with knowing what we do and how we're supposed to guard actions is going to be big. And then keeping that pace offensively. I thought we played with great pace against Concordia offensively. That ball was moving side to side. I mean, our assist numbers were through the roof again on against Concordia on Thursday night, and that needs to stay up on Wednesday against Northwestern.
So how do you keep that pacing at the level that you want it to be at?
Yeah, an emphasis, in all honesty, an emphasis. We like to get up and down. We do. I don't like walking the ball with the floor a ton. I mean, I want to get up and down and then be able to play with that thing moving and not sticking, but also being able to have that ball find guys in the right spot to be able to be effective, to be able to score. We always want to play inside out, whether it's through the post or off of penetration, and keeping guys aggressive and assertive. We need Cole Bowen to stay aggressive. Cole really kind of dictates a lot of our stuff, and so when he can be aggressive, get downhill, create. You got Tash that can create. Obviously, Lincoln did a great job as well on Thursday against Concordia, being able to finish around the rim and getting the ball into spots for him to be effective. And then Cade and Josh are Cade and Josh. But I told Becker's been giving us great minutes off the bench with his offensive boards. To be honest with you, just his aggressiveness there. And then Will's been such a calming presence off the bench as well, being able to get us into stuff. So we got to continue to stay who we are, trust who we are, know who we are, accept who we are, and be great at it.
Well, Coach Othier, thank you very much for your time today. Good luck against Northwestern Wednesday.
Thank you.
Well, big thanks to Coach Othier for coming in and speaking with me. That interview from this morning, once again. Let's go ahead and take a break here on the Lancer Locker. When we return, we're going to wrap things up and take a look at the upcoming schedule for both the basketball teams and some other events going on at the Mount. Back in a couple minutes here on KYT.
Do you go through every day dealing with pain? Does chronic or acute pain affect the decisions you make and the quality of your life? It doesn't have to. It's time to visit the experts. Whether you're suffering from neck and back pain, work-related injuries, headaches, fibromyalgia, joint pain, or any other type of debilitating discomfort, Avera Medical Group Pain Management Clinic Yankton can offer you relief. They listen, they care, and they can help. That's Avera Medical Group Pain Management Clinic Yankton at 605-655-1220. Live better. Live balanced. Avera.
Mount Marty coverage on KYNT and KYN-TV courtesy of Michelob Ultra. The holidays are over and it's time for a new year. The year you vow to finally lose those extra pounds. Healthier food choices, more exercise, and Michelob Ultra. With just 95 calories and 2.6 grams of carbs, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of Mich Ultra without compromising a healthier lifestyle. Live fit, live fun, live Ultra. Get some at your favorite place to buy beer.
Don't just bank, be an explorer. Here at Explorers Credit Union, we do banking differently. As a not-for-profit, member-owned credit union, we know that financial wellness isn't a destination, it's a journey. We're here to help you set goals and reach them with the financial tools, expertise, and support you need. If you're looking for better rates on your loans and local service from your friends and neighbors, Explorers Credit Union has you covered. Learn how we can help your financial journey at explorerscu.com.
What's special about Slumberland is ours is a free service. They get to come into our store. It helps the customer understand how the space is going to work so that they don't feel nervous about their purchase. If you live locally, you can set up an appointment with one of our sales representatives where we can come into your home and help you understand if you want to go shopping in your own home and bring some different pieces in to help them work with maybe the new piece you're looking for.
Free interior design service at Yankton Slumberland, located at 2401 Broadway Avenue.
When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. For over 40 years, Sureco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sureco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sureco.com. Make it Sureco.
All right, back in the Lancer Locker for the final time today. Let's go ahead and finish things up. Once again, a couple of great wins. The last time out for both the men's and women's basketball programs were wins. The Lancers men defeated Concordia. The Lancer women defeated the College of St. Mary. Both of them back in action this Wednesday evening versus Northwestern College. Wednesday evening starting at 6 p.m. We've got coverage right here on KYNT beginning at 5:30 p.m. with the pregame coverage of that one, as well as Sunday doubleheader at Dakota Wesleyan University. The Lancers men's and women's basketball programs up in the Corn Palace. That'll be a fun one as well. We've got coverage right here on KYNT of those two matchups as well. Not to mention on Saturday, the Mount Marty track and field indoor track and field programs return to action for the first time in 23. First time in over a month they've had an event, so it's going to be fun to see that one. It's the Mount Marty opener in town at 12 p.m. men's and women's indoor track and field. That's the upcoming schedule for the Lancers here at KYNT. Our next broadcast Wednesday evening, Northwestern, 5:30 p.m. I'll be there for that one in the Simple Arena. Well, it's been a great show. A big thanks to Colin Author for coming in and talking with me today. Coach Bertram post-game on Saturday as well. This is KYNT 102.1 FM AM 1450. This has been the Lancer Locker. We'll see you next time.